Actually, I'm a current commercial fisherman. I fish out of Bayou Corne, and once that I started seeing the GS service back there, USGS service back there, and Action Industries in the back of Bayou Corne operating on the lines, it brought a concern. A week later, my brother and I were fishing in the bayou, and we noticed an oil sheen. Well, a week after that, the sinkhole occurred. So instantly, I went and attended every meeting that was there, or possible meeting that occurred, and there weren't any answers. So, following up with local officials who are involved in it, I was not able to receive any further answers. Talking to the local community residents, still no answers. So it prompted me to do my own investigation, independent study, speak with people who have experienced this before, other communities, other state organizations outside of Louisiana, and they were able to provide me with documents of how they were able to address their issues, protect and save their public from any physical liability or damage, and continue to live life. Okay, right here before you are the two methods used to establish brine cavern. This is the process of drilling. You can go with what is considered on the right here is the direct circulation process. In the direct circulation process, the point of direct circulation is to establish the flow of the water to the base of the well to create like such a wider base. And then they absorb the brine as it rises to the top. And that process makes the top a lot narrower. You see, it's more of a cinderella type of deal. Well, in reverse circulation, you actually pump the brine or the water more so on the top of the salt dome. Once you're into the salt, right here on the sides, that's way deep in the salt, but that's in the salt. So once you're into the salt, you're pumping it toward more the top. Well, this process allows for a larger roof and more of a narrow bottom. So when all of this brine, if it ever eats out, then it has this sinkhole. Use it for storage. I mean, Texas Brine and other companies practice. This is a business practice that goes on in the United States all over. But this is the most dangerous factor of sinkholes. This is more than likely the cause of any sinkhole is reverse circulating. They do that because it's a faster way of retracting the brine out. You get more brine when you put the water in at the top and you absorb the brine from the bottom. You're getting it out a lot faster, so you create a cavern a lot faster or create a storage. Just like building a building, and you want to close off a section and allow that to start as a storage. You move fast. And I know that my public, the public that I live within in my community, those people are potentially victims of this activity and this mining process. And I think that I drink from the same aquifer. I breathe the same air. We share the same environment, the ecosystem. So it's not about whether I'm a community a resident of that block, that square block. I'm a community of resident of Assumption Parish, which breathe the same air, share the same water, and share the same ecosystem. We all are at risk. But I don't think that the populated black communities in that area, or what they consider black, are being represented, or even being informed, or even cared about. So it takes a different turn. Not that it's just them. I mean, I'm concerned about the people that's in Bayou Corne. just by distant relation, Dennis Landry happens to be related to my grandfather Landry. So it's not that it's a, when I come to the meetings, I don't come as a black man, I come as a businessman and a resident. So I want to see some results to protect all people. It's not about just my people, it's about all people. And if those officials who are there do not want to provide them with that information or provide me with the information, I'm willing to go out and find it. I think what actually needs to happen is that we need to bring in a federal agency to regulate this process. I don't believe that the state has the budget to regulate this process properly and do a proper due investigation on it, to provide enough information to inform the people to make intelligent choices of whether I want to go back home, whether I need to try to liquidate this property or make other means of preparations for life.